I'm going to go over my experience with building this solarium, this Penguin 12 by 12 solarium that I got from Costco. And so there's the instruction booklet, and there's the finished product. And I got to tell you that I'm getting lots of good feedback from neighbors and friends who have seen it so far. It's just been up for a couple of days, and I like it a lot, but I didn't have a lot of fun constructing it, and I do blame the instructions. And there wasn't a lot of information on the internet that I could find, except people who said they rated it 3 out of 5, and they would have rated this solarium 5 out of 5 if it wasn't for the poor instructions. So we'll just go over a few things that I had an issue with. I might edit in some photos that I took during construction, a little bit of video, but I want to make this quick and fast. So starting off, we'll go inside. There's a little latch here, and you push it down. They don't show you that. And open it up. And here's the inside. A couple of degrees warmer in here, very comfy, cozy. The idea was to have kind of a garden atmosphere on the outside. I've got a little river going in the back. You can hear it. All these windows open all the way down, and so there's a lot of, you can have this totally open air or totally closed off. Just the one concern is, it's just plastic. That's the instead of glass or a thicker plastic. That's a little bit on the cheap side. The way that this is constructed is these panels, like this one that I'm looking at right now, is one panel, and that's considered an A. And there's an A, so there's another A beside it. And all the corner pieces are A's. When I first saw this, even looking at a copy of the directions online, I thought that this was octagonal in shape, and it's actually a square with these corners. So, and it's 12 by 12, so 12 feet measuring from one end to the other, and 12 feet from this side to that side. The doors you can put in any double panel. So that was one question I had before I ordered it, and because what I really wanted was these doors to open towards this little stairway. Instead, I can't have corner doors. I can only have them on each one of the four sides, and there's two doors, so this is the front door and the back door. So and the back door, there's a door frame that you get, and I think it's a B and a C. This is a B panel. You can tell the B panels because there's some holes at the top. If the B falls off the sticker, which happened in some of the parts that I had, there were no stickers saying what they were, so we had to figure it out. The one thing you can kind of see here too that I've got a real issue with is this. Now, to me, the fuzzy part should be on the other side, and I just think that's a problem in manufacturing, that they put this on the wrong side. This should be on this side, so it meets up with the fuzzy part on this side, and that gives you a good seal. So that's something I'm going to ask Costco about. These doors can open on either side, only if you build it that way, so you have to figure out where you want your doors before you start. And the doors, it does make it clear in the instructions that the doors have to be hung on the inside. And from everything I can see, I hung it properly. So I really don't get how they could have made a mistake like that. And I've shown this to a few people, and I was concerned it was just something stupid that I did, but everybody else that's looked at it says I've hung it properly. And so this door, it slides open like so. So some of the little tricky things was just this little part here, we weren't quite sure. It doesn't show in the instructions how it goes, so I think this is called a BB part. And it's a little piece of plastic at door stopper. And then there's the end part goes there. So if you're building this, you'll see what I'm talking about with these parts, and it would have been really helpful to know where it goes. And so basically when you install all these doors first before the roof and all these panels, and there's you just put them close together, and then you slide these sections down. There's two flat pieces that will put, for example, two A sections together, and then these corner pieces. This is 135 degrees, and so obviously the skinny bent one goes on the inside, and the larger one goes on the outside. Some of the other things that were a little bit of an issue was there's these rafters. So there, you put in the first 4 of the rafters, and that'll stabilize it. So the 4 rafters go onto the double panel sections. And what we did was we actually put 3 of them together, and then we lifted it up and stabilized that, and then we put the 4th one in. And then after that, I think the part is K's. So then this is 2 K's leading to the corner. And so all the K's go in, and I don't know if it makes a difference on how you do it. We just sort of put the K's in randomly until they were all done. And then you can start installing these plastic roofing sheets. And there's the first ones go in are the smaller ones, and you push them all the way up to the top, and then you use this piece here to lock it in. And the top one fits into there's 2 slots. The top one fits into the top slot in this piece, and then the bigger bottom one later, after you put all the top ones in, slides into the second, the bottom slot. So it sort of overlaps a little bit, and so when it rains, the top water will flow onto the bottom one and all the way down. And then getting over to the outside, when we put the bottom pieces in, this was the toughest thing that we had, was actually getting these end pieces all to fit together. It was the most time consuming. What I wound up having to do was, we first of all tried loosening the joist when we had a problem of fitting some of these sections together, and I wound up just taking a flathead screwdriver, and if it was off by even 1/8 of an inch, this whole thing wouldn't fit together. But if I took a flathead, I could just kind of bend it a little bit and fit this piece in, and then this piece goes over top of it. So in a nutshell, that's how we put it together, and for better, for worse, it all worked out, except when I got actually to, I think it was this corner. We had to jury rig it a little bit, because it was just, there was no way that spot was going to fit together. I tried, when I lined it up along the sidewalk, so that made it a little easier to make sure that everything was straight. And then I could look along here in the bricks and see. And if it wasn't, I just went inside and I lifted it up on each corner. And then once it's been stabilized with the rafters, it tends to, when you lift it up and put it back down on each corner, kind of goes where it's supposed to go. And then you just make sure that it's all lined up. So there we have it. One Penguin 12x12 Costco solarium. If you make it one of these, I hope that this helps and avoids some of the problems and questions that I had. If you have any questions, just fire them off to me and I'll see if I can help you out. Thanks, and see you later.